Hey guys, Mula here. Today I'm going to show you how to draw Super Saiyan 4 Goku. This is a full-length narrated video where I'm going to talk as I draw and show you guys exactly what I'm doing. I know a lot of you have been requesting the older step-by-step videos that I've done like 2 years ago, where it was just a series of photos that I took as I was drawing, and you guys would just follow the photos. The reason that I stopped doing that is because it wasn't a lot of fun to make, and I didn't really get a chance to interact with you guys or talk to you. So, you know, if I'm not having fun, then what's the point of this? So I hope you guys enjoy these kinds of videos. I'm going to try to release one how to draw video at least once a week, again, where I talk as I draw. And these videos will probably be a lot longer than the regular time-lapse drawing videos that I've been releasing for the past week or 2 weeks. And so this video might go for 15 or 20 minutes. This is the first one, so we'll see how they go. I hope you guys enjoy this video. I hope you learned something. And grab your pencils, grab your paper, and let's get started. Okay, so what I have here is a black frame that goes all around, and that is basically going to serve as my piece of paper. So if you're drawing with pencil and paper at home, make sure that you give yourself enough space all around for the drawing. And yeah, so let's get started. The first thing I'm going to do is start with a red color, and I'm going to just start off with a sketch. So the first thing is just sketch out a nice circle here for the head, and nothing has to be perfect at this point. You just really want to focus on getting the sizes and the proportions of everything correct. And now I'm moving on to the jaw and creating these maybe these hockey sticks here. So a line like that, and it goes down here, just like that. And you want to try to be symmetrical, obviously. So make sure you take your time and try to pick out any mistakes as you go along and fix them. So here, I want to point something out. So basically, I have a circle here. Okay, that's the top part of the head. And then halfway in the circle, I have a line. And that line is where the eyes will go. And then the distance from the eye line all the way down to the chin, cut that in half. So about right here is going to be our nose. And then let's get another color. Maybe purple. And then the distance from the nose all the way down to the chin, you cut that in half, and right here is going to be mouth. So basically, we've just set up our face, and we know where things are going to go, and so things are looking good. Now, in between the eye and the nose, we're going to have our ears. So again, we're not actually drawing here. I'm just showing you guys the sketching process. And sketching, I like to sketch, and I think it's important because it can really help you prevent mistakes down the line. So let me just get rid of some of these guidelines here so you guys can see. Go back to my red sketching pencil. And let's continue. So here I have the neck, and Goku is a big muscular guy, so his neck is going to come behind the ears, just like that. And then I'm gonna just draw 2 circles here for the shoulders, just like that. And then a line here down the middle. I'm going to curve 2 lines out like that for the chest. And again, I'm just drawing shapes, not really focusing on if things look right or not. I'm just trying to figure out the pose, things like that. So we've basically set up our pose. We have Goku here standing straight on, his chest, his two shoulders, two cylinders just like this for his arms, and his ribs there. And then his hair is going to be all over the place, just like that. And that's our sketch. Okay, so now I'm going to just lower the opacity. That's one of the advantages of drawing with a digital medium, is that you can just use different layers. Now, if you're drawing with a pencil and paper at home, you want to make sure that you really draw lightly in the sketch process. That way, when you get rid of all the guidelines that you were drawing, you don't leave marks on the paper, and you can start laying down the dark lines. So now we're going to go on to step 2, which is the dark lines. So I'm going to really use the sketch that I laid down before as my foundation. Okay, so let's start here with the jaw. So I'm going to draw a line. It's kind of slanted down at an angle. Again, same thing on the other side, just like this. And then they're both gonna bend towards the chin. Now we're on his jaw, we're drawing the jaw. So they're both gonna start bending at around the same point, right? So you want to try to, at that point, you want them to bend. And they're gonna meet at Goku's chin. So Goku's, again, he's a strong guy, so he has a big muscular chin. Now, right around here, okay, so you can follow right here in that guideline. Right around there, we're going to start drawing his hair. So we're going to draw this V shape and draw a nice large curved line just like that. Curve it back up, bring it back in the middle. I'm just going to erase that small piece of overlap there. And again on the other side, curved line, it's going to move inward, go out. Actually, I don't like that. Going to move inward, come back out, and bend back up, just like that. Okay, now we're going to draw another piece of hair. So over here, we're going to draw a line here. It's going to bend back up. It's going to curve up just like that. Now in between these two pieces of hair, we're going to draw his ear. So a line down. It's going to curve in. And same thing on the other side. And again, you want to try to be symmetrical. So a small line out like that. Another line curving up. And the top of the ear. And then behind the ear, we're going to draw the neck, just like this. And same thing on the other side, but on the other side, we're going to draw a piece of hair. So it's going to come down like this, curved line. It's going to come down towards his chest. It's going to curve up. It's going to rest on his shoulders, just like that. So let's leave that the way it is for now, and we'll come back to it later. And then on the other side, we're going to continue and do the same thing. We're going to draw a piece of hair hanging down, a nice large curved line like that. That's going to curve back up. Okay, and then come back here, a nice curved line down, up, and in, just like that, 3 large lines. Here, we're going to move out, it's going to angle back, come back towards the center of his head, and then we're going to draw another piece of hair, but it's going to come off the page there. Then, same thing on the other side. That large piece of hair is gonna, if you can imagine, it's gonna come back down towards his skull, right there. And then, so in this case, we have a lot of hair that's coming off the page, but that's okay. Now, I want to point something out. So I'm gonna just use a red color here. We don't need to make a new layer. All right, so I want to point something out. So you can see here that all the hair is originating at basically a single point. What I mean is that if you can imagine right here, just imagine a red dot, and we have a piece of hair going here, we have hair going in this direction, we have hair going up, and so everything has a nice general flow to it. And that's the key with drawing hair, is that you want to draw things coming from usually one direction. Now, of course, you can create your own character and you can make him any way you want. But generally, hair is flowing in one nice direction, and there's not too many, things aren't just like shooting out everywhere. So even though Goku's hair looks like it's spiky, it's all crazy and all over the place, actually, there's a method to the madness, and that it's all coming from that single red dot that I just drew. So that's something important. So let's continue with drawing the hair. Another curved line up here, and again it comes off the page. It's going to come down here, bend towards that single red dot that I had there. Now we can draw another spiky hair coming out like that. Now it's going to start to go down again. So I'm going to draw a nice large piece of hair coming down. It's going to come to a point just like that. And it's going to come down behind his shoulder. And same thing on the other side. We're going to draw a piece of hair over here, sticking out in the back just to add some depth to the drawing. And so far, so good. So now let's go to his shoulders just so we can finish off that hair. So again, Goku Super Saiyan 4 is very furry, so you want to kind of use these strokes like that. Don't just draw it connected all at once. You want to just add some texture for the fur. So let me erase that. Okay, so using that same technique, I'm just gonna come in here and draw some fur. And that's his shoulder. And then his tricep is going to stick out like this. And then his arm goes off the page. And then over here, we're going to do the same thing on the other side. Just going to use some fur. And it's just a nice, easy, curved direction. Nothing too difficult. And here again, his tricep is going to come down. And his arm is going to go off the page. And then we're going to draw his chest. So just a line down the middle, just like that. And then a curved line out from here. Another curved line out from here. And then finish the bottom. So we're gonna have that line kind of break here in the middle. And we're gonna draw some muscle. So 2 curved lines like that, really easy. And then the chest is going to come behind this piece of hair hanging down, come down like this at an angle. It's going to bend back in, and it's going to curve up towards the middle. And then here on the other side, it's going to go down, slight curve, come back up, just like this, and then connect it behind the hair. So let's kind of go back here. Look at what we've done. So we have a curved line here, same thing on the other side, and it follows this direction, just like that. And then it's back in the middle. So pretty easy, nothing too complicated. Okay, now let's continue with the body. So we're gonna draw his abs under his chest. So we can draw right here 2 lines, just like this, easy. And they're gonna come down towards the bottom of the page, just like that. Then over here, we're going to draw his bicep. So his bicep is going to kind of come in front of his ribs there. And again, you want to draw the fur. So his bicep, same thing on the other side here. And his arm kind of goes off the page there. Just like that. And then his ribs are going to come from behind his bicep. You come down. Same thing on the other side, behind the bicep. 2 lines just like that. And then we can add some definition here in the abs. So just a line, just like that. Maybe a break here in the middle. So really easy. Now actually his arms are a little bit too thin. So all I'm gonna do is make them a little wider by erasing these edges here, the triceps and the bottom of the shoulders. Okay. So again, we want to try to get this drawing as best as we can. So if you see a mistake, try to fix it as soon as you see it. So we're going to just make his shoulders a little bit wider, just like that. Again, the tricep is going to come down, draw that fur, then forearm. Same thing on the other side. We're going to just try to broaden his shoulders a little bit. So draw that fur. They don't have to be straight lines. Nice and curved here. Then his tricep and his forearm comes off the page. Okay, and then for the shoulder, we can just draw a simple curved line here. Same thing on the other side, just to add some definition. And again, on the bottom, 2 diagonal lines on each side. And his bicep, just a curved line here, curved line here. And that's the body. You can also add some texture in the fur by just drawing lines like this, just to show that this is one hairy monkey. Alright, and then we can just draw the neck. So right here, in the middle of the chest, we're gonna have these 2 muscles, okay, called the jugular. And they're gonna come up right here and go under his face, and they actually connect right at the bottom of the ear, just like that. So 2 lines, just basically like a V, and then 2 smaller lines on each side, just like that. Kind of think of it as a tube that's, you know, going up, just like that. So we have our neck muscles, and then we need to do the face. So the face is probably the hardest part of this drawing, but that's okay. It's really easy if we're just gonna do it step by step. So we're gonna start here with a U shape, okay? There's the U. Now we're gonna draw a line in the middle, okay? And this is the middle of his face and in between his 2 eyebrows, just so you know, just in case you didn't know where we are. So now we have basically a W shape, okay? Now we're gonna draw the eyebrows. So we're gonna draw just a diagonal line up, okay? And it starts thin in the middle and it tapers towards the end. So now his hair is basically covering the end of his eyebrow. So that's easy. So now we're gonna color that in black, okay? Easy, right? All right, now we're gonna do the other side. It starts off thin in the middle. It's gonna come up, okay? Starts off thin in the middle on the bottom. It's gonna come up again. And again, his hair is covering the end. So we have a little break. So there you go, 2 eyebrows, very simple. Now we're gonna draw his, some wrinkles on his forehead because his eyebrows are pointed down, so just 2 simple lines like that. Now let's draw his eyes, okay? So we're going to draw a line here, small line here, and a small line here, and they're kind of pointed outwards and slanted. Now we're going to draw the bottom of the eye, so just a line like this, okay? Same thing on the other side, a line just like that. And then that line is going to stop and it's going to curve up, but his hair is covering it. So you're not going to really see it in this drawing. So basically we have the small lines in the middle, then the long horizontal line, and then that line, the last line that's going to point up. So in case you didn't follow that, I'm going to do it again. One line down, a long line horizontally, and then behind the hair is another line that will connect the eye to the eyebrow, but you can't see it in this drawing because the hair is covering it. Okay, so really easy. Now we're going to draw his cheeks. So we're going to just some simple lines here under his eyes. Doesn't have to be perfect. Okay. And actually we should draw the pupils while we're here. So we're going to draw a half circle like that, just a dot, 2 dots like that, and then we're going to draw a ring around what we just drew, around those dots. Bam! There you go, there's his eyes. And Super Saiyan 4 Goku has this red eyeliner kind of thing under his eyes, so you can kind of draw that, just double up, you know, draw another set of lines for the eyes. So just another smaller line here and another horizontal line. And actually, if you color it in, it'll be easier to see. But here it's a little bit harder to see because this is black and white. Now we're going to do the nose. So try to remember, use the guidelines that we set before. So I'm going to just draw a line down the middle, okay, and then a triangle here on its side, just like that, and then one more line coming up like this. And then in our case, Goku's going to be smiling, so we're going to draw his mouth, just a nice curved line here up. Actually, his mouth is a little bit too high, so we're going to move it down. Actually, the nose is too high too. Let's fix that. Alright, let's redraw the nose a little bit lower. Line down the middle, then the triangle on its side, and then another line here on the bottom. And then the mouth is just a simple curved line, smiling. He's ready to beat somebody up, save the world. So yeah, smiling, and then his chin, just like that. And then we also need to draw in his ears, so you can just draw a simple line coming down like this. Same thing on the other side, just a curved line, and then a smaller half circle coming out of the side of his face, just like that. And you can use references, you know, when you're drawing something like ears or something like ears, it's very important, you know, to look at a reference and make sure that, you know, you're drawing the details correctly and you have an idea of what it looks like. So last thing is to just draw another piece of hair hanging down here. We left that out before, really easy. And let's see, anything else? And then his Adam's apple coming down here. For the hair, we can draw curved lines like this that show that the hair is kind of hanging over his face, to try to give it some depth. So really easy. Okay, now we can draw some highlights in his hair. So how are we going to do that? Imagine that light is coming from this direction here in the upper left, okay? So all of our highlights are going to be in the upper left area. So here in this large piece of hair, we're just going to draw a line here, curve it, come back up, and it's going to meet here in the end. Okay, so those are highlights. And then let's draw another one on this side. Okay, another one here. Just kind of come up. So these are the lightest parts of his hair. We can also draw one over here. So let's follow the same curve you drew before. Come up, then come back in and close it. We can also draw another one on this large piece of hair, like this. Okay. And let's do some over here. So follow the same curve, come up, close it. Same thing over here. Come up, follow the curve, and close it. So really simple, nothing too complicated. And here it's just gonna come off the page for that top piece of hair, and it's gonna come back down and close it. Alright, so that is how you draw Super Saiyan 4 Goku. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. I hope you learned something. And if you drew this picture, email it to me at muladraws@gmail.com, and I will try to feature it in the next video. The ones that, especially if you're subscribed. If you want to send in a drawing, please like this video. Please subscribe for more. Leave your requests in the comments. If you want to learn how to draw a specific character, let me know who I should draw next, and the comment that gets the most upvotes will be chosen. If it's a tie, then I guess I'll just pick. So in the meantime, thank you for watching. Thank you for the support. Thank you for all the likes. And I'll see you guys next time.